What classes should I take this week? Well, I guess strong, red, green, black, and white. Because we're doing pretty good on stress. So strong. Wish I could get smart that high. I think I can only ever get one smart at a time. Sweet new spell.
Forceful magic need not always be applied externally or with an outward direction. The energy can be focused upon itself. Observe.
He passes by each student in turn. When he reaches me, I feel my desk begin to vibrate in place, buzzing with trapped energy. After a moment, it stops, showing no sign of damage. The only lingering effect is a faint warmth.
With sufficient magical energy, one could cause an object to literally destroy itself, shaking and crumbling into nothing. Thankfully for the school buildings, none of you can muster up such a power. At your level, the best use for internalized energy is to counteract effects that might have otherwise reduced it. If a spell has caused you to be slowed, frozen, or asleep, an excitation spell would return you to normal. Though you might face some difficulty in casting such a spell in those circumstances.
It might be useful in a team adventure, though.
Energize.
Shakes and warms a target, counteracting some spell effects. Alright. An interesting one. Ah, I should be learning something here, too.
Now, I'm sure you have all been looking forward to this lesson. Today, you will be learning simple magical healing. Now, I must warn you, by simple healing, I mean that you can undo damage to a living pattern that is both recent and minor. If you burn your hand on a hot plate, it is quite simple to heal the wound. A lost finger would not be so easy. Students should only use healing magic to recover from minor accidents in combat or dungeon adventures. If you're feeling a bit under the weather, a touch of healing magic might perk you up, but don't be disappointed if it fails. The common cold is more complicated than it might seem.
Cures minor injuries and ailments on one living target, restoring up to 10 HP. I need that for the vines when I do my green magic run through. Alright, another spell.
As black magic deals with enchantment, it is commonly used to place delayed magical effects inside objects. A spell might be set to go off when someone presses a particular stone or says a certain word. Without knowledge of that spell's key, dozens of adventurers might walk by and never unlock its secrets. Now, if you know that a delayed charm has been set in an area, you can use your own magic to trigger the effect immediately. But if that spell was a trap designed to harm whoever was nearby, triggering it might not be wise. If you are unsure what effect a charm will have, it might be best to leave it alone. Or at least to take precautions. There are times when it is necessary to take a risk or challenge a guard in order to reach your goal. If avoiding the danger is impossible, better to face it at a time and place of your choosing. Of course, today's demonstration traps won't be dangerous at all.
Somehow, looking at her face, I'm not reassured. Trigger. Sets off simple delayed effects or traps within the caster's current location. Can be dangerous. You don't say. Well, hello, you two.
Happy birthday, bro!
This is from me and Donald. Aw, we went in it together. Nice. I hand over the book I purchased.
Oh, that's a nice picture. I'll look at this more tonight. Thank you, both of you. Say, Franco, in your country, it's traditional for the person having the birthday to treat his friends, right?
Treat? Yes, if I understand what you mean.
So why don't we go out for a meal tomorrow? Is this a date?
Oh. Dang, I thought... Donald, help me out. Be a wingman. Say you're busy, please. Say you have detention. Please, I need this.
You and me and Donald. I can't. I'm busy. You have detention? Can't be a legend without dedication. What about me?
Virginia! Virginia, Donald was being a wingman! Freaking Virginia. Why can't you get sick or something? Virginia barrels in, wrapping her arms around William for a hug.
You wouldn't forget your favorite sister. Besides, you have to go to the mall with me. That's where your present is. I ordered you a cookie special. You little scamp. You're gonna make me eat dessert first, aren't you? That's how you know you'll have room. Alright then, you and me and Franco. Right?
Right. I appreciate it, Donald. Virginia. I'd better get on with my day. Maybe Damien could arrange an accident. Professor Postum walks to the front of the classroom and claps her hands together.
Oh.
I thought this was, like, backwards. But now I'm not so sure.
Yals Bruta Ancient to Poles.
What language was she speaking? I thought I was fairly well traveled, but I didn't recognize that at all.
Today's lesson concerns the magic of communication. It may seem very simple to you to speak to your friends and hear them reply, but there can be many barriers to understanding.
I needed this for the wolf.
Unfamiliar words, different languages, friends who cannot physically speak or hear. All of a sudden it is not so easy. With the magic of the mind, you can reach out to any nearby thinking creature and offer the chance of true communication. Communication must be mutual. If your target does not wish to share thoughts with you, you cannot communicate. However, if you offer the hand of friendship, you may be surprised at how many will wish to communicate with you.
Oh, that wolf was willing. I just didn't speak wolf. Oh. Hello, Raven. Raven is walking slowly along the hallway. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in the sleep of death, what dreams may come. Am I interrupting? She blinks. What? What is it? What do you want? Only to say hello, but you seem to be lost in your reciting. I was rehearsing. I hadn't heard of any Shakespeare performance at Iris Academy. Or is that something the drama club is doing? No, but there are auditions for the spring play on Monday. It is unfortunately a musical. I must therefore be prepared to do my best. Do you intend to try out? No, I don't want to be on stage. Then, if you'll excuse me, I should be going. Good luck. I think you mean break a leg. She nods to me and makes her exit. Alright, random Raven scene. I can dig it. Footsteps in the hall signal the usual Saturday morning distributions, but nothing for me. I'm supposed to be going out to the mall with William and Virginia today, so I'd better get ready. The three of us take a shuttle to the mall and proceed to the food court area.
Sorry about this. I had intended to go somewhere a little fancier, but it would be rude to carry a cookie into a restaurant. Hey, don't be sorry. The food court's great. They've got everything here. Pizza, burgers, baked potatoes. Everything for your taste, V. The Glen caters to a more discerning crowd. Magic food. Blah.
If the Glen is magical only, does it still hold to the low world laws? About alcohol and so on?
William's just turned 20, not 21. He would definitely never touch alcohol. Well, that's not entirely true. What? You drink? I wouldn't say that either. But I've had a taste here and there.
Haven't you even had wine? My parents always gave me a tiny glass of wine as a child. I thought everyone did that.
No! That's disgusting!
How do you know it's disgusting if you haven't tasted it?
It just is? And I've smelled it. It's putrid. V's got a sweet tooth. She would hate most liquor. Which is good because she shouldn't be drinking it. I wouldn't want to! Drunk drivers and bums and puking in the toilet? Gross! I don't mean you. I know.
He shrugs.
Why don't you go on and fetch that cookie? Okay.
She heads off to one of the bakeries around the edge of the seating area, and William looks back at me.
It wasn't a bad question. And yes, if we were at the Glen, I could probably get a celebration cocktail. But not with V along. She's still too inclined to think everything I do is a good idea. Don't want to set a bad example.
This one, I guess? You know what? I'll just save. This probably doesn't matter in the long run, but... Birthday outing. There we go. Let's try this. Well, I'm in line with my character.
But you wouldn't worry about that if it were just you and me, right?
Well, you're European. Your culture is different, and you already have experience. Right?
Right.
Good enough.
Virginia returns, her arm supporting an enormous round cookie like a pizza. The edges are decorated with white and purple piping, and the center has a nice wolf head's design painted in frosting, along with the words, "Happy Birthday, William." Are those chocolate chips? The color looks strange.
No, they're butterscotch. William's favorite. Thanks.
William fetches a knife and cuts wedges of the cookie for each of us, trying to leave the best decorations intact. It's quite tasty.
Now, I did promise a meal, and you should eat something other than sugar. Aww. What does everyone want? I'll have whatever you're having. I'm having a Caesar salad. Ew, salad! From the sandwich place, right? Okay, I want a pizza sub. And no olives. Franco?
I don't know the menu.
Sandwich, hamburger, salad. How about a hamburger?
I want a hamburger.
Sandwiches and subs, not burgers unless I go through 2 lines. How about a hot roast beef? Or a Reuben?
A Reuben, sure. It's an American specialty, I think.
Yeah, good enough.
William goes off to pick up our orders.
So, what's with you and my brother? Why are you hanging out with him?
Wouldn't you like to know? He's not just my senior. We're friends, but I want more than that. Okay, I'm gonna save over this again. What happens if I say none of your business?
That is not your business.
He's my brother, so it's my business.
You know, you weren't even supposed to be here. You invited yourself along.
Mad that I'm spoiling your chance?
Uh-huh.
Alright. Fair enough. At least she realized. I'm just warning you, William doesn't date.
If you think that, there's a lot you don't know about. William has dated at least 2 people at Iris Academy that I know of.
I know about Angela. She broke his heart. He was a wreck. I don't know what he saw in her in the first place. She's such a bitch. Anyway, after that, he swore off romance completely.
Just because he was upset then doesn't mean that he will never date again.
Well, he shouldn't. Romance is dumb and it makes people dumber. Anyway, I don't care what you and William do as long as I don't have to watch. So if you're going to make eyes at him, don't do it in front of me.
I'm not sure what to say to that, so I let it pass.
Alright, fair enough.
After a while, William returns with a tray of food.
Dinner is prepared. I'm always ready for food.
William sets the tray between us and moves to his seat. For a moment, I feel the warmth of his hand rest on my shoulder. A quick squeeze and his fingers fall away.
Hey, William, did you hear the news? Ellen's gone gaga over Damien. Can you believe it? She's usually so smart, and now she's just...
I let my mind wander as Virginia continues to gossip, nodding at the appropriate intervals without really listening. What would this outing have been like if Virginia hadn't insisted on coming along? What did William have in mind? Just the 2 of us, alone in a magical restaurant, celebrating, sharing a drink, leaning in together. No, he did invite Donald. We wouldn't have been alone. On the other hand, he must have known that Donald would turn him down. I remember him patting my shoulder, like you would pet a puppy. It would feel good to be a puppy. Straight up lot. That's so good. What am I thinking? It must be the butterscotch. Too much dessert playing with my mind. It was tasty, though.
Oh, Frank. It would be so nice to be a puppy. William's puppy. Oh, that's so funny.
Amazing.
Okay, we read that. So, now it's William's birthday.
Donald and I gave William his birthday present, and William invited me and Virginia out for a meal tomorrow. Donald, as usual, has detention and can't go. Soliloquy. I ran into Raven practicing Shakespeare in the halls in preparation for auditions on Monday.
Birthday meals. Or meal.
William took me and Virginia out for a meal since she was giving him a giant cookie as a birthday gift. Virginia seemed uncomfortable and uncertain about the prospect of my relationship with William, but in the end she wants her brother to be happy. The problem is, I'm not certain about my relationship with William either.
Yeah. Do we have any more codex stuff? I haven't checked that in a while. Nope. Okay. Onwards and upwards, I guess. What to do this week? Let's study this week and do red. Oh. Red, green, black, white. There we go. Our stress went down because of that ginormous cookie. Alright. I'm surprised I haven't learned any combo color magic spells. Wonder if that's been done away with in this game. Please, kits and cubs, take your seats. There are some things we should talk about before your magical education progresses any further. Most of you know yourselves as either a boy or a girl, and that identity may be important to you.
And then there's Blaze.
But even with humans, sex is not always as simple as male or female with nothing in between. And in the magical world, there are many more possibilities which you should be aware and respectful of.
I wonder if she's going to bring Blaze in to show off for the wild seeds. That would get the point across quickly, but I'm not sure it's fair to use a student as a prop.
Some entities are sexless and will be confused if you address them by masculine or feminine terms. Some can change gender roles at will, or be both at once. Some types of creatures have more than two sexes, all of which can be difficult for the English language to cope with. Many living beings will take offense to being referred to as it, although not all. Some may prefer it. It is wise to ask those you meet how they prefer to be addressed, rather than risk offending a dragon.
At the mention of dragons, I see Suki Sato suddenly perk up and look around in confusion before she returns to staring out the window.
Nice.
To encourage politeness, we witches and wizards have our own formal pronouns to use when gender is other or unknown. Repeat after me. Heir, heirs, himself.
I think I've read this already. Yep. Already done with that.
I know all this already, so I tune out the rest of her lecture. I suppose it's important to be sure the wild seeds understand wizarding language, but I hope she gets back to spells soon.
Can we learn some magic, please, at magic school?
Poor Franco. Like, I already know everything, man. Don't need to relearn what I've learned.
Someone's knocking on my door.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Is everything alright?
I just wanted to ask you to keep an eye on V if you see her in class today. She had an attack.
Someone attacked her?
No, not like that. Can I come in? There's things V would rather not everyone hear about.
Too late. What's up with Urchin?
Donald.
Why don't you both come in? I step inside my room and wait for them to follow. William ducks his head slightly as he enters, as if expecting some trouble. So what's going on?
I really didn't mean to make such a fuss over this. She won't appreciate it. So? Well, Donald already knows this, but Virginia was born premature, and she's got a few health problems because of it. Her lungs aren't as strong as they should be, so sometimes she takes winter colds badly.
What do you mean I already know this?
You knew she was a preemie.
Preemie?
A baby born too early, not fully developed. That's why she and Donald are less than a year apart. They're tiny and more fragile. I don't remember too much of what went on because I was so young, but I do remember at least once being rushed to the hospital in the middle of the night. All of us. We were there for hours, worrying about what was going to happen.
Magic is unreliable when it comes to unsaned infants. Their patterns aren't fully stable. They lack the knowledge of themselves needed to guide healing. Therefore, the Dansons would have to rely on low-world medicine.
I remember this from the last game.
A blessing ritual performed over a magical child after Eve reaches the age of 1 year and 1 day, and is therefore considered to be self-aware. At the seining, friends and family gather and welcome the new child into the magical community with gifts and song.
I don't know anything about this. Well, you were a baby yourself then. But you must remember other times she's been sick and Mom and Dad had to stop everything to look after her. I thought they were being weird and fussing over her because she's a girl. V's not exactly dainty. That's why it seems so unfair. I guess everyone assumed you knew, so they never explained. Anyway, she should be fine now, but if you ever see her having trouble breathing, get a professor. That's all. Yeah. Now come on, we've got classes to get ready for. Right.
They head off on their way. Good communication in the family, guys. Well done. Well done to you all. Why are you telling me this, though? Do I see Virginia that often in class? I mean, her and Donald are in the same year as well. I would think, you know, he'd go to his brother. Footsteps in the hall signaled the usual Saturday morning distributions, but nothing for me. What should I do today? Let's study. Minnie Cochran is assisting students in the school library, so we'll study with her. Minnie and I discuss the principles of green magic. And she stresses me out, like she does every week when I go to study with her. Alright, so let's read up on stuff. Let's not read up on too many things. Virginia's health. William told me that Virginia was an early baby and has weak lungs because of it, which can lead to her being ill easily in the winter. He's clearly used to worrying about her, although he insists that she'll be fine. Alright, and anything new? No. I don't actually see the thing about staining. How odd. Okay. Well, whatever. I read it at the time. I'm on my way to the bathroom when the door opens from the other side.
Oh, good morning, Franco.
He must have had a shower recently since his hair is still damp. Down, Franco.
Sorry, I'm running a little behind this morning. Are you ready for Valentine's Day? The arrangement should be this afternoon.
Arrangements?
The student council sets up booths where you can pay to have cards and gifts sent to your friends or sweethearts. To let someone know you're thinking of them.
Did he mean that to sound flirtatious?
Anyway, I'm late. I've got to move. Enjoy the day.
What should I do this week? Buy that boy a Valentine's Day gift, I think. That's what we should do. I don't know why I keep missing one line. I'm just blind when it comes to the one line. Alright, gonna have to sleep again one of these days. The student council has set up 8 tables around the main quad so that people can place orders for Valentine's Day cards and gifts. I see Minnie at one table and Manuel at another. The freshman class Valentines have been set to cost $1 and deliver only a small one-sided card. Other booths offer more lavish offerings, but the thought is the same. Manuel. After an order is arranged, it will be delivered to the recipient on Friday. For the shy, that means you don't have to meet someone's eyes in order to hand them your gift. Valentines can be a simple sign of friendship, but they also serve as a way to formally declare one's romantic intentions. This is my chance to make things clear with William, what I want and where we stand. Heck yeah, I'm gonna actually save here. Because William also has a friendship ending. I might be able to just get it from here. Oh my goodness. Valentine's. There we go. Order. Oh, I get one for Manuel. I can't buy one for Barbara. Or Minnie. Get one for Donald. The Valentine should be... romantic. Alright. And you know what, Donald? You were a bro. I'm gonna get you one, that's friendly. There we go. Good enough. We'll see how that plays out on Friday, I guess. I'm sure everything will go swimmingly, and William will not freak out on us. Right?
Hello, my rosy-faced lovebirds. Please take your seats. Before we go on with our classwork today, there's something important that we need to discuss. What we are about to discuss may be considered a sensitive subject where you come from. However, you are all young adults now, not children, and it is better for us to have this out in the open. This is the traditional season for young romance, and we don't want to clip your wings while you're learning to fly. There are no school rules against love in any form, regardless of age, sex, or species.
From the shocked murmurs behind me, I think that statement may have come out a bit wrong. I assume she means students from different years and those who have other world heritage.
As long as you and the other person, or people, that you are with are enthusiastic about whatever it is that you're doing. That means keep any naughty business away from those who do not wish to be involved with it. And try not to get too distracted from your schoolwork. Know what you want and be sure that your partners do as well. If anyone isn't enthusiastic, whether it's a kiss or a dance or something a bit more, stop and wait. The essence of pleasure is for all participants to enjoy themselves. Oh, and for wild seeds, I should be clear. There is no special magical power that comes from not exploring love. No more than there is any special power or status that comes from never casting spells. Practice makes perfect.
Oh my, this is the strangest pep talk. Get out there and smooch a lot, guys. Practice makes perfect. A girl in the front row hides her face in her hands, stifling either blushing or laughter. Yeah, that would be me.
Now, there is one other matter that would require punishment. As students, you are not allowed to carry children.
Magic is unpredictable around life too young to know itself. In a school filled with untrained wizards, that could be fatal.
Why is that a William thing?
Breaking this rule will result in equal punishment for all parties concerned, and we will know who you are. Trusting your partner is an important part of romance, but in this case, take your own precautions as well. If you don't think your green magic is up to the task, or you have any further questions, please talk to me after class. Now, let's get back to magic.
Achoo! Achoo! Ugh. Well, I managed to hold in the sneezes of embarrassment long enough through that class. Phew. Oh, that was awkward. I'm glad that's over.